Now, this is what I'm talking about. Esto es lo que tú querías. This we're not using today. We're actually going to be doing a side-by-side comparison of the Dyson AirStrait and the Shark SilkiPro Straight. This time though, we're not going to be using this wide tooth comb attachment to rough dry the hair. And hopefully this time you guys can see how these two hair tools work on wet curly hair. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna add a little bit of the spray from L'Oreal. This is new. This is the Iron Sleek Coat Treatment. So I just add this to all my hair. This is supposed to give you super straight hair, and it's a treatment that will last up to 5 washes. So I'm gonna be adding this to all my hair. Today I'm actually gonna do the Dyson side first. I'm gonna time it. Let's see how long it takes me to dry just one side. Then I'm gonna do the Shark side, and we're also gonna time it. And then we're gonna move on to the dry modes. Let's talk about each hair tool first real quick. The Dyson definitely has longer plates. As you can see, they also look just a little bit bigger, like just a little tiny bit wider. The Shark ends here and the Dyson ends here. So it's a little bit longer. I also really like this little comb attachment right here. I think that was so genius, because that way, like when you're doing your hair, it's basically like if you're doing the comb method, but without using an actual comb. Like it's already integrated in the hair tool. Very similar to the L'Oreal Steam Pod, kind of like that. But you can also use this on wet hair, which is also very nice. But anyways, let's move on to drying the Dyson side. I'm going to start my timer. My personal favorite way to use this hair tool is with a round brush. This small round brush is just able to really smooth out my roots. I'm able to kind of like grab it and pull it a little bit. I use the hair tool, press the plates, and then I just dry it with the hair tool that way. Once I feel like my roots are pretty dry and smooth and like pretty flat, I take the hair tool and press it like if I would with a regular straightener, and then I just bring it down my hair. The power that this hair tool has is incredible. I am able to pretty much smooth out my hair from wet hair to completely dry hair in one pass. Like that's all I need with the Dyson. Just one pass will do it. Most of the times I do 2 passes, sometimes even 3, because I do want my hair to be super straight. Like if I'm already straightening my hair, I want it to be super straight. So I do at least 2 passes per section. You guys know that ever since this hair tool came out, it has been one of my favorites. One thing that I don't really love about the Dyson AirStrait is that my ends just turn out so straight, and most of the time I have to go in with a straightener afterwards or a heated round brush. I just feel like the ends just don't look that flattering with this hair tool. But I'm gonna finish drying my hair with the Dyson, and I'll be right back with the final look and my thoughts. I am done drying the Dyson side. It looks so sleek. My hair actually looks so healthy on this side. It feels so soft. You guys can see the shine. This product is also really good, by the way, like wow. But this hair tool always gives me such a sleek blowout look. So yeah, I love the Dyson AirStrait. You guys know I always include it in like my favorites blow dryer videos of the year, because it is just so worth the money. And whenever I use Dyson hair tools, my hair always looks so healthy over time. It took me 26 minutes to do this side. This side of my hair is curlier than this side, so it usually takes me a little bit longer to blow out this side. By the way, someone asked me in one of my previous videos how the outlet was for the Shark. Comparing it to the Dyson, it's way bigger, like way bigger. Okay, let's get into drying this side. So immediately with the Shark, I noticed that it is way better to use it without the wide tooth comb attachment. It really is giving me the same results that I'm getting with the Dyson this way. And I know my hair type. I know that I always get a nicer blowout look straight from pretty wet or damp hair, not from rough, dry, frizzy hair. So I should have known better in the last video. But I mean, I really wanted to use all the attachments in the hair tool. And now we know that the wide tooth comb attachment is just not the best for super sleek results, unless you want to use it to rough dry your hair and then just use it in the dry mode to just straighten it. But if you want to use it for just a blowout, then definitely go straight into it without the wide tooth comb attachment. and do it on pretty damp hair. But that is why I do these videos, so that we can really figure out the best way to use these hair tools on 3B curly hair. And even though a technique might work for some people, this is what works the best for my hair type, just using it straight from pretty wet hair. But yeah, this technique just works for me. I like to dry the roots first with this little round brush, close the plaits, dry, and then open. Use this hair tool as like a straightener, just bring it down your hair. It is going to dry your hair with air, but it's going to dry it in a very sleek way like the Dyson. Something that I really like about this hair tool that the Dyson doesn't have is this little comb attachment. It just really helps detangle my curls as I go, and it makes my hair extra soft. So I really like this attachment. And again, this hair tool is half the price of the Dyson. So I mean, it's hard to pick one, because it's like you want the Dyson, you want the original, but you don't want to spend the money on that. And then Shark comes out with something that is pretty much the same thing but for half the price. So I mean, it's a difference of $250. $250 is, you know, $250. It's a lot of money. So I know that some people might want to save the money and get the Shark. It's going to give you a pretty similar look, but you also are probably a little bit scared of the heated plates, and anybody would get scared of heated plates getting hot on wet hair. I understand, but for the most part, this hair tool does feel pretty gentle on my wet hair. But yeah, as you can see, this is really giving me such a straight blowout with just air. I'm using this obviously in the wet mode, and then later I'm going to use it on the dry mode. Anyways, I'm going to finish doing all my hair and I'll be back with the final look and my thoughts. And I am all done with the Shark side. I mean, do you guys even notice a big difference? Like, I don't even notice a difference. Like, my hair looks so straight on this side with just air, and it only took me 22 minutes. 22 minutes to do this side with the Shark. And I just have to say, I love the way that it looks. I really love how this dried my hair. One thing that I forgot to mention that I actually really like about the Shark is obviously this is amazing because it detangles your curls, but also I feel like it does a better job at keeping the hair in the hair tool when you bring it down. Like, sometimes I'm able to just do this with one hand because I know my hair's not going anywhere. Like, this kind of like keeps it in the hair tool, this little comb attachment. And with the Dyson, I definitely noticed the hair kind of like blowing to the sides, kind of like trying to leave the hair tool. And since this is so powerful, I do have to like use both of my hands, like at least in the beginning, and just help it bring it down, because if I don't do that, I feel like my hair is definitely gonna like blow out of the plates. Now let's move on to the dry mode. I'm gonna do the dry mode on the Dyson, even though I don't really notice a huge difference, but we're still gonna do it for the sake of the video because I know you guys want to see every setting that you can possibly use with each hair tool. And then we're gonna do the dry mode on the Shark side. I'm gonna start doing the Dyson side on the dry mode. Even though this process is very quick, I just don't notice a huge difference. I feel like it already works so well on the wet mode. And since my hair turns out so straight in the wet mode, it doesn't really get better than that unless I use a straightener or a heated round brush or something that's gonna give me a different hairstyle. All right, I am done doing my hair on the Dyson side, officially done with this side. I just used it in the dry mode. And I mean, my hair looks so straight. It looks so straight. I don't notice like a huge difference from like the wet mode to the dry mode. I'm gonna put a before and after here from after the wet mode and now from after the dry mode. And you guys let me know if you notice a difference. Maybe I'll notice a difference once I'm like editing this and I see the side by side. But right now, I mean, it looks a little tiny bit more straight. But even just on the wet mode, it does an amazing job at straightening my hair. Like, wow. Now we're gonna do the dry mode on the Shark side. I have it in the second heat setting because the third heat setting is way too hot. Like, too much smoke for me. Even the second heat setting gets a little bit hot. Like, even in the second heat setting, you can see a little bit of smoke. So maybe the first heat setting is all you need. You can also turn on the airflow if you wanted to, but I don't want to do that. I'd rather do it without the airflow. It's just basically a straightener, which is nice. And it doesn't make any noise, which is also a big plus. The Dyson does make noise in the dry mode because you're just using air. But for this one, you do have, I guess, heated plates like a straightener. You guys will see how much more smooth my hair turns out after this. I also like that I'm able to get like a little curl on the end. This will take me maybe like 10 minutes to do all my hair. So not bad at all. And I love the little comb attachment. And I love that it's not making any noise. So it really feels like if I'm just using a straightener. Yeah, I can definitely feel the little comb just kind of like detangling my hair as I go. That is straightener results right there. I think if you've always wanted the Dyson AirStrait but you just never got it because of the price, I think this is a really good alternative because it's $250 and it gives you pretty much the same look. And it's a 2-in-1 hair tool. Like it also has a straightener. I think this is worth the $250. I really do. Now, if you already have the Dyson AirStrait, I don't think it's worth it for you to get this Shark. I mean, it's basically like the same thing. And if you already have a straightener that you like using, then you might be just fine also with the Dyson AirStrait. Also, if you're a little bit worried of these hot plates, and you just want a hair tool that is just gonna be a hair dryer and it's not gonna have like no hot plates, no 2-in-1 going on, then go with the Dyson. Just spend the extra money and go with the Dyson, and then just use a straightener that you like, that you have at home. And this is what the Shark side looks like. I mean, it looks so incredibly straight. It also looks so shiny. The only thing that I noticed is that on the Dyson side, my ends are more straight. So this is why I always say that this is just like a first step. Like this is just a blowout for me when I use the Dyson AirStrait. I always go in afterwards with the straightener, or I heat a round brush, just something to shape the ends at least, because this is not like my ideal hairstyle, like just like super straight ends. Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick the side that I like more right now, I would pick the Shark. I like how this side looks better because I was able to shape my ends a little bit. So you guys let me know if you notice a difference and which side you liked better. So yeah guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. I do have a little bonus to this video because I saw this comment and it just caught my eye because, you know, most people when they use the Dyson AirStrait, they go in with a straightener anyways. And so this lovely subscriber, Rosie Dano 6385, she commented if I could do the side-by-side comparison and then use a flat iron on the Dyson side to compare to the dry mode on the Shark. So she already has the GHD Max. I have that as well. So I mean, let's use the GHD Max on this side because I know that I'm not gonna leave my hair like this anyways. Like this side is just not finished for me. Like this is what I usually do anyways. After I use the AirStrait, I go in with the straightener. So since I'm gonna do it off camera anyways, I figured why not do it very quickly here on camera with you guys. So now this is what my hair looks like on the Dyson side after using the GHD Max. It definitely looks like more of my style. As you can see, the bangs are like a little bit more flipped now. It kind of just like blends better with my hair. And now my hair definitely looks more even. It doesn't even look like if I used different hair tools on my hair. But yeah guys, that is it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below which side you liked better. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you guys so much.